You have never loved halfway. Not once in your life have you given someone a partial version of what you felt. When you love someone, it lives in you completely. In the body, in the quiet, in the dreams you don't always tell people about. And right now there is a specific person who occupies a place in you that no amount of distraction has been able to reach. This is not weakness. This is the most Pisces thing about you. You feel the invisible thread between yourself and another person before logic has anything to say about it. You have always known when something is real, and this, whatever this is between you and them, has felt real from the very beginning. 2026 is not the year you decide to stop feeling it. It is the year the feeling finally has somewhere to land. Take one slow breath in. Feel the weight of your body softening into whatever is beneath you. Feel the particular warmth that lives in the center of your chest, the one that appears when you think of them. Don't push it away. Don't analyze it. Just let it be here with you in this moment, because that warmth is a signal, not a wound. And today it begins to work in your favor. You have carried this love through seasons that would have dissolved a lesser feeling, through the silence, through the uncertainty, through the moments when every rational voice told you to let it go, and you couldn't. Not because you are weak, but because something in you, something older than logic and deeper than fear, kept saying this is real. That voice was never wrong. It was simply waiting for the conditions to match the knowing. In 2026, the conditions are changing. The internal work you are doing right now, in this breath, in this moment of choosing to believe rather than doubt, is the very thing that shifts those conditions. You are not waiting anymore. You are preparing. And preparation, for a Pisces who loves this deeply, is the most powerful form of manifestation there is. There is a kind of loneliness that only a Pisces who loves someone from a distance understands. It is not the loneliness of being without people. It is the loneliness of being full of love, with no place to put it, and no one who quite understands why you can't simply move on. You have replayed conversations. You have felt their energy shift, even across miles, even without a message, even when you told yourself you were done paying attention. You have probably been told you feel too much, that you are too attached, too sensitive, too willing to hold on to something that isn't certain. But here is what those people don't understand. You are not holding on out of desperation. You are holding on because your intuition, which has never failed you in the ways that matter, told you this was not finished. And Pisces intuition is not wishful thinking. It is a direct line to what is actually true beneath the surface of things. So yes, it has been painful. Yes, it has asked more of you than it should have. Yes, there have been nights where the weight of it sat on your chest like something physical, like something you couldn't breathe around. That weight is real. It deserves to be named. And today, for the first time, you are putting it down. The loneliness of loving someone from a distance is not evidence that the love is wrong. It is evidence that the love is real enough to survive distance, and that is a rare and extraordinary thing. Most people love what is convenient. You love what is true. And the truth of what exists between you and this specific person has not dissolved with time or space or silence. It has deepened, quietly, without your permission, the way water deepens beneath ice in winter. The surface may have looked still, but beneath it, something has been moving, building, becoming more certain with every day that passed. In 2026, that movement reaches the surface, not because you forced it, because it was always going to. And you, by staying, by feeling, by refusing to call the realest thing in your life a delusion, made sure you were still here when it did. Find the place in your body where this love has been sitting the heaviest. For many Pisces, it lives just below the sternum, a pressure that arrives quietly and never fully leaves, or in the throat, the words you never sent, the things you said only to yourself in the dark. Don't try to resolve it yet. Just place your breath there, the way you would place a hand over something that has been hurting. This part of you has been doing extraordinary work. it has been holding the memory of this person, the hope of this connection, the grief of the distance, all at once without breaking. Breathe into it now, a long, slow breath directed gently toward the heaviness, not to erase it, but to let it know it no longer has to carry this alone. On your exhale, release one version of this love, the version that waited in silence and called it patience, the version that made itself smaller so the other person would be comfortable, the version that confused longing with devotion. Let that version leave on the breath. Not the love itself, the love stays, but the pain that became attached to it, the apology you made of yourself, the holding back, the hiding, that is what leaves now, slowly, quietly. On your own breath, what you are releasing is not the connection. You are releasing the distorted shape the connection was forced into by fear, by uncertainty, by the protective instincts of a Pisces who has been hurt before and learned to love at a careful distance. The love beneath that distortion is clean and clear and entirely worth keeping. It is the version of this connection that exists in its truest form, mutual, open, freely given, and freely received. That is what you are making space for right now. Not a lesser version of what you felt, the fullest version. The one where you are not managing the love, not protecting yourself from it, not apologizing for the size of it. The one where you simply let it be what it has always been, real, deep, and entirely deserving of being lived rather than just felt. Who are you when you are loved back, fully, without having to earn it? You are someone whose depth is not too much. It is the exact thing that is cherished. You are someone whose ability to feel, to sense, to hold a person in your awareness becomes the very thing they cannot find anywhere else. The Pisces who receives their specific person in 2026 does not arrive there by becoming harder or more detached or less themselves. They arrive by finally letting their full self be seen without apology, without the performance of needing less. Place your hand over your heart right now. Feel the rhythm beneath your palm, steady, persistent, quietly certain. Say it to yourself, in the body, below the level of thought. I am someone who is deeply loved by the right person. I am someone who receives love that matches my depth without having to beg for it. I am someone whose presence alone is enough to call the right connection toward me. Let that move through the chest slowly. Notice where it meets resistance and breathe directly into that resistance. The version of you that is loved the way you deserve to be loved already exists. You are not waiting to become them. You are choosing them right now in this breath, and that choice is the most powerful thing you have done in a long time. The Pisces identity in love has often been the devoted one, the giving one, the one who loves without condition and receives with hesitation. But in 2026, that identity expands. You keep the devotion, you keep the depth, you keep the extraordinary capacity to love that has always been your nature. What changes is the receiving. You stop treating love as something you offer and someone else decides whether to return. You start treating it as a mutual current, something that flows in both directions, that you are as worthy of receiving as you have always been generous in giving. Your specific person has something for you that you have not yet fully allowed yourself to take in. Not because they haven't offered it, but because some part of you kept stepping back from the fullness of it, afraid of what it would mean to be truly seen. In 2026, you stop stepping back. You let yourself be seen, completely, exactly as you are. And what happens next changes everything. Now bring your specific person into your awareness. Not the memory of them, not the version of them that hurt you, the version of them that exists right now in this moment, living their life, carrying something they cannot fully name. Feel the thread between you, not as desperation, not as longing that has nowhere to go, but as a signal being sent and being received. Picture the moment of reunion, not the drama of it, but the feeling, the particular exhale that comes when something you have been waiting for finally arrives. The warmth that spreads from the chest outward, when you are in the same space as someone who recognizes you. Let your body practice that feeling right now. Let the chest soften, let the shoulders drop. Let the place that has been braced for more distance begin to open instead. Pisces, you already know what real recognition feels like. You have felt it with this person in moments that neither of you could fully explain. That recognition does not disappear, it deepens, it waits, it grows in the space between two people, even when they are not together. And right now, in this moment, you are not sending longing outward, you are sending certainty, the certainty of someone who knows, below all doubt, that what is real does not dissolve with distance. Feel that certainty settle in the body. Let it become the new frequency you carry out of this room. Your specific person is not in a different universe. They are in the same world, breathing the same air, carrying a feeling they may not have language for yet, but that you would recognize immediately if you could feel it from the inside. That feeling is the counterpart to what you have been holding. It is the other half of the thread you have never been able to fully let go of, and in 2026 the thread pulls taut, not in the painful way it has before, the stretching, the wondering, the almost. In the way of two people who have circled the same truth long enough, finally arriving at it together. You are already there, waiting on your side of that arrival, and they are already moving toward theirs. Trust that, feel it in the body, let the certainty be louder than the doubt, because certainty, in the Pisces frequency, is not arrogance. It is love that has matured into knowing, and knowing at this level is what draws the physical reality into alignment. Before this moment closes, stay a little longer. Notice your breath. Notice where your body is soft, that it was not soft before. Notice the quality of the space inside your chest, and how different it feels from the heaviness you arrived with. This is what it feels like to be a Pisces who has stopped abandoning themselves for the sake of a love that hadn't arrived yet. This is what it feels like to be whole, inside the wanting, rather than broken by it. 2026 is not the year you wait to be chosen. It is the year you understand that being fully yourself, present, open, and certain is what draws the right person in. Your specific person is not unreachable. What has been unreachable is the version of you that believes they deserve to be reached. That version is here now, in this breath, in this body, in this quiet room. When you leave this moment, carry the softness with you. Notice when you feel them. Trust it. Notice when something shifts between you, without needing to explain how you know. You are a Pisces at the beginning of the love story that actually matches who you are. Not the love that asks you to be less, the love that finally, completely meets you at the depth you have always been willing to go. Breathe one last time, let the body hold it, and know, in the place below all words, that the connection is already real, it is already moving, and it is already finding its way to you. In 2026, you do not just feel this love, you live it, not in the private, unspoken, held close to the chest way you have been living it until now, out loud. In the physical world, with this specific person, in real time, in the life you are actually living, the version of this story you have been carrying in your chest is about to have somewhere to go. Let it go there. Let yourself receive what you have always been willing to give. And trust, with everything that you are, that what is real always finds its way home.